I'm Kathy Kastner, and I have gathered my best friends here for a BestEndings chat. And what I want to talk about tonight is why is it so hard to talk about dying? And I'm going to start with Mike.
I'm engaged with you in these conversations before. I think about it. I'm in the healthcare business, and I found myself somewhat paralyzed in not knowing what to say to my father because I was all afraid. And I was more afraid of upsetting him because I didn't know he didn't want to talk about it. So you've got two relatively, I think, intelligent people standing there talking about the hockey game.
Sidir, what are your thoughts about talking about dying?
I guess because of my upbringing, I know I am going to go one day. And lately, I have acknowledged and realized that it is a borrowed time we are living at. And it's a question of mentally preparing myself for the eventuality. So, to answer your question, Kathy, I'm not sure if I'm afraid of dying. I want to be totally prepared when the time comes.
So, Ruth, who is Sidir's wife, what are your thoughts on talking about dying and the fear of it?
I think many people fear talking about dying for two reasons. I think, first of all, it's like talking about something that you really don't want to acknowledge as real or as a possibility, like gaining weight when you eat that extra piece of cake. I think that's part of it. But I also think because of the media, because of people we know, friends, we have very ugly images of what dying is. And there's images of pain, of suffering. And I think part of our own fear is that we are not going to pass away peacefully. We are going to have pain and suffering. Or our loved one will have pain and suffering, which of course will cause us pain.
I'm actually not afraid of talking about dying. And I think that's just because of what my family is like. None of us are really afraid of talking about dying. And well, I actually find that when you talk about dying, or at least how, what you would like as your last days are coming, I find that you end up sort of reviewing what you like in life. So when I approached the subject for the first time with my mother and about, what would you like when you're no longer able to express it? How would you like me to behave or keep you comfortable? And what she shared with me gave me great comfort. She has restless legs. She often just suffers from this feeling of discomfort in her calves. And she just said, if I can't talk, will you just regularly massage my calves? And how comforting is that to know that I have something that I can do? Because so often, while we're in that phase of letting a loved one go, we want something to do. I've got something to do.